A very good morning, students. Today we will see the civic subject. In that, a very last lesson, lesson number 5, district administration. What do you mean by district administration? Means the management of the task of government so far as it lies within an area legally recognized as a district. Now, in this chapter, we are going to cover 5.1, the district collector, 5.2, the chief of the district police, 5.3, district courts. Now, in here students, some conversation in that 3 students, let us see. We learnt about the Zilla Parishad, but there was no mention of the district collector. Obviously, we have seen the Zilla Parishad also, but district collector was not mentioned. The newspaper always mention the district collector in the news. Our teacher will be able to tell us, my Didi says she wants to become a district collector. Now, what are the things required to be a district collector, which are the exam need to be given? So, we are going to see in this lesson. Okay. So, let us start. Do such questions occurs to you too? The Zilla Parishad is a part of the rural local government system, that is the Panchayati Raj system, but in Maharashtra the administration of the district is shared by both the Zilla Parishad and district collector. The union government and state government both participate in this administration. Now, district collector we will see. The district collector is the head of the district administration. He is appointed by the state government. He has to perform many functions from collecting agriculture tax to maintaining law and order in the district. We can see what these functions are from the chart given below. So, the district collector, he is the head of the district administration and he is appointed by the state government, and many functions he perform like collecting agriculture tax to maintain the law of the district. So, what are the functions in the chart C? We will see. The same chart has been given in your textbook, district collectors. Now, he collect the agriculture tax, then establish peace in the district, then to ensure smooth conduct of elections, to take quick decisions, suppose disaster management there, to take quick decisions during time of disasters and prevent or minimize the damage, to implement laws relating to agriculture, to maintain social harmony, to take necessary decision related to the electoral process like voting, to give orders to the disaster management units, cells. So, what are the things you need to do at the disaster management? He gives the orders also. To provide relief in case of drought and scarcity of fodder, to restrict unlawful assembly, impose curfew if required. So, wherever any curfew is required, so there should be strict restrict of unlawful assembly, to update the voters list in elections. So, what are the works done? Then to rehabilitate those affected by the disaster, to give the proper treatment those are affected by the disaster. So, these are the functions that the district collector looks. Now, Tahsildar. Tahsildar. There is a Tahsildar for every taluka or Tahsil. As a judicial officer, he gives judgment to resolve conflicts at the local level. The Tahsildar has the responsibility of maintaining peace and order in taluka. So, he gives the judgment to resolve the conflicts in the local area itself. Now, the chief of district police. In Maharashtra, there is a superintendent of police at every district headquarters. He is the chief police officer of the district. He helps the He helps the district collector to maintain peace and order in the district. In the city, the police commissioner has the responsibility of maintaining the law and order. Now, the district administrations, which are the things come under? They are the district collector, below deputy district collector, then tahsildar, then talati, then the police patil, and in the superintendent of police, there is a deputy superintendent of police, police inspector and police sub inspector. 5.3 District Courts. The courts at the district level have to perform the functions of resolving disputes, delivering judgments and ensuring that conflicts are resolved at the court. So, whatever problems are there, it has been solved in the district courts. The Constitution of India has established an independent judiciary. At the apex of that system is the Supreme Court of India. Below this are the high courts and below them the lower courts. This includes district courts, taluka courts and revenue courts. The courts at the district level is known as the district courts. The district courts has the chief district judge and other judge. So, in district courts who are students, there is a chief district judge and some other judge are also there. Their main function is to hear the various cases in the district and deliver the final judgment. Obviously, any of the cases are there, what are the main function of the judge? To resolve it and deliver to the final judgment. One can appeal against the judgment of the taluka court in the district court. District court, in that civil judge is there who looks after the civil cases, sessions judge under they looks upon, they are the magistrate, that first grade, magistrate of second grade, then they looks after the criminal cases. Disaster management. Sometimes we may have to face a calamity. It could be a natural disaster like floods, fire, a cloudburst, cyclone, earthquake, landslide, or problems like riots, bomb blasts, breaking of the dam and epidemics, etc. So, we will see the pictures of also. Natural disaster like floods, cyclone, landslide, breaking down of dam, cloudburst, riots, bomb blast. So, this disaster leads to loss of human lives and displacement of people beside tremendous financial loss. Therefore, the issue of rehabilitation becomes important. Disaster management is a process which enables one to face a disaster in a scientific and organized manner. So, disaster management is a process which enables to face a disaster in scientific and organized manner. The entire machinery of a district is involved in this process. Advances in technology makes it possible for us to get prior information about several kind of disaster. For example, a system which can predict and warn us of floods or storm has been developed. This helps us to be better prepared to face the disasters. Obviously, when all such things are been happening, we get a prior information, for example, like system which can predict and warn us like floods or storm has been coming. So, it has been developed now. So, this help us to be help us for the better prepared to face the disaster. always remember, it is important to remain alert during a time of crisis. To face a disaster, one needs the help of people as well as different system and organization. Obviously, when any disaster has been happening in your area, so we need a help of the people, not only the people but the different system who are handling these disasters and the organization also. In order to be able to contact them urgently, one should display the contact numbers of the police, fire brigade, hospitals, blood banks at a prominent place in the house. So, students, tell your friends also to put all this number, okay, for their protection, for further protection. Understand? So, we have completed this chapter. This was the last chapter of civics. Based on this, I had given you the PDF. Write down in the civics part. So, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.